First, we'll move into a kumbhaka with option for mula bandha. I find it easier to access in a sitting position, even a kneeling position, a sort of supportive virasana. But that's not necessary. Prefer to do your breath work lying down or in a chair. That works. The first few breaths, I'll just get quiet so you can listen to the sound of your own breath. Connecting to breath, maybe not as easy as it seems, simple but not easy. If your mind has already wandered, come back. If you haven't already, slow your breath down. Feel for softness in the abdomen, in the rib cage, so breath can keep seeping in. Linger on the end of the exhale. Maybe engage the abdominals to squeeze the old air out. Just notice what is easier for you today. A full, expansive inhale. Or is it more organic to linger on the exhale? Take advantage of whichever end of the breath is easier and use that to keep growing your breath. And then start to put some effort into matching inhales, exhales, same volume, same length. Now, as we move into physical practice, as you're physically, mentally, and emotionally challenged, come back to whichever part of the breath was easiest, most luscious to you. Whether it's sighing out the mouth or gulping a fresh breath in, let that be the practice. All right, adding a little breath holds. Empty out wherever you are in your breath cycle. We'll begin to inhale through the nose together. And then suspend your breath at the top. If you're sitting upright, tall spine, chin down, and root lock. Lift pelvic floor and lowest part of the belly off your pubic bone. Then relax that lift as you exhale slow. Through the nose if possible. Again, inhale slow and full. Pause when full, chin down, root lock, pelvic floor up. Release the pelvic floor to exhale slow. Again, fill up. Pause, lengthen spine, engage your bandhas. And then release the locks to exhale. At the end of the exhale, option to pause and find all three bandhas. Root lock lifts Uddiyana, diaphragm, and chin down. And then relax so you can breathe in. Take 3 or 4 more rounds on your own, engaging your root lock when you're holding breath in, but releasing any locks whenever you're breathing in or out. Experienced pranayams can hold the breath out also. When you complete the round you're on, do 1 more full round. And then resume your continuous breath. No pause between inhale, exhale. And just notice how that tastes to you now. What kind of energy that brings up. Is there a resignation or delight or somewhere in between? Spinal twist. Cross-legged seat right in front of left, or come into a half lotus with your right foot on your left hip and twist to your right. Inhale, lift the back ribs up, lengthen the back of the spine straight up through your crown. Keep the chin down. Keep that length as you spiral on exhale. Use shoulder blades towards each other. Inhale, untwist just enough to change leg position, right knee up. Whether you step right foot to the outside of the left thigh or uncross it, I'll leave that up to you. If you prefer to keep the right knee down and keep twisting, same twist, you don't have to change. And continue to twist to the right. If your knee is up, belly into thigh, but feel for lifting it up and over your right thigh. Pin right sitting bone down. Inhale. Exhale, release the twist. Straighten your right leg out. Draw your left knee open for an easy forward fold over the right leg. Spine stays somewhat twisted to the right, belly button aiming towards right knee. And at this point in practice, forward folding might be letting your head go and noticing how you can feel that behind your knee or in the hip. Well, be curious. Send breath into those connections. Start to untangle them. And without lifting the head, inhale, glance just the eyes towards your toes. Pull your belly in and let your abdominals, your tailbone pull the rest of your spine up. Cross-legged seat or half lotus, left in front or left on top. Twisting to the left, right hand, left knee. You might be gently pressing the left knee down and feeling for that seesaw action or like the wine opener. As you press down, your spine spirals up. And again, you have the option to stay in this twist or back out. Put your left foot on the floor To twist to the left again with your knee up. Cross or uncross, if possible. Excuse me, mirror what you did on side one. Breathe the back ribs out off of your low back. Exhale, scoop your low belly off your pubic bone and feel the abdominals rise up into the rib cage. Lengthen the front of the spine. Release the twist. Extend your left leg out. Draw the right knee open. Left foot flex, pointed, or relaxed, but make sure knee is pointing up to sky. Many of us, our knees will roll open. Try to keep the leg truly parallel. Gentle bow or a gentle fold. Once the shape evokes sensation, pause and explore the sensation with your breath. Continue, ease the shoulders back. No sudden movements with the shoulders, but breathe your collarbones wide. And then feel for softness between the shoulders in the back. Glance just the eyeballs to your toe. Inhale. Reach back through tail, pull low belly in to come up. And come into Baddha Konasana or any comfortable seat. Find your block. We'll do serratus anterior activator and variation unlocking the shoulders. So if sitting in Baddha Konasana is not a comfortable way for you to sit up straight and focus on getting breath into the upper back, choose another seat. Put your block on your upper abdomen so that you can catch it with your elbows. And by elbows, I do mean the points of your elbows or the inner points as opposed to the forearms. So breathe while you do that. It's a little trickier. All right. Turn the palms to face your face. Inhale, lift your block up. Breathe the back ribs out behind you, the low bottom ribs. Fan out. Exhale, soften the tops of the shoulders down. Good. Inhale, breathe the back bottom ribs out. Relax low belly out. Exhale, draw low belly in, soften chin down. Send your block forward. Inhale, expand the upper back between your shoulder blades. Exhale, soften sides of neck, tops of shoulders. 2 more breaths. Some of you have room for external rotation. Start to move the hands away from each other, holding the block without bending your wrists. So the rotation comes from your shoulder. Breathe the back ribs out one more time. Some of us are collapsing into low back. Inflate it, and then lower the block down. Stand on your knees or come to a position where you can bend your elbows and touch thumbs together behind your back. Ease the head of the shoulder back, widening through the ends of your collarbones. Breathe the back ribs out. Exhale, keep the head of the shoulder open as you start to straighten your arms. Continue to breathe the back bottom ribs out. Soften the front ribs into your belly, chest down, chin in. If your arms straighten, then you can start to lift the hands behind you without dipping the head of the shoulder forward. Keep the collarbone wide. 2 more breaths. And release that. Come onto your back for abs with a block. Legs straight up to the ceiling, block between your calves. If leg straight pulls way too much on low back, on hamstrings, then you can bend the knees or even keep feet on the floor, block or a roll between your thighs. Between the thighs, I prefer a roll because it doesn't have pointy edges. but you can use your block if that feels all right to you. Active feet, whatever variation you're in, press out through the balls of the feet, pull the toes back, fan out the foot bones. Even if your feet are on the floor, lift and fan out your toes, press ball of foot down. Clasp your hands behind head and neck, point elbows to the ceiling to cradle your relaxed head and neck in your hands. Breathe down into your low back. Press it flat, but move your legs away from you just a little bit so there's an effort to press low back down. Exhale, curl your head and shoulders straight up. Send triceps to ceiling as you peel your shoulder blades up without pulling on neck. Pull belly down. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Exhale, relax. Again, send breath down into low back. Hold the breath in, press your low back flat, hug your block. Exhale, curl head and shoulders up, draw navel to spine. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Relax low back, relax your squeeze. Active feet still. Inhale down into low back. Hold the breath. Top arm of sacrum down, low back flat. Tuck the tail. Exhale, curl head and shoulders up while you squeeze your block. Pull your belly down. Keep squeezing block. Inhale, head and shoulders down. Exhale, relax low back, relax squeeze. 3 more rounds. Inhale down into low back. Hold breath. Squeeze block. Exhale, curl head and shoulders up. Find softness in the belly so you can draw navel in. Inhale, head down, tail down. Exhale, relax. Inhale, press the low back flat. Tuck your tail, squeeze sitting bones towards tail, squeeze block. Exhale, curl head and shoulders up, pull belly down. Relax your face and jaw. Inhale, head down, tail down. Exhale, relax the squeeze, relax low back. Again, inhale down into low back, press it flat, squeeze block. Exhale, curl head and shoulders straight up. Pause, look at your belly, take another breath in, watch your belly rise. Exhale, pull your belly in, maybe the shoulders lift up a little bit, only if you don't have to pull on your neck. Keep squeezing block. Inhale, head down. Exhale, legs down. Three rounds bridge into Uddiyana. We'll start in bridge. Feet, hips width apart. Press your feet down, tuck your tailbone up, and press hips to sky. Feel for it lengthen out the front of your body. That was just contracting in the abdominal work. Now you're opening your hips to the ceiling, but keep the belly in. Breathe up into the chest. You want to keep the low abdominals engaged to decompress your low back. Bring the arms up alongside your ears. Now, if you're full of lunch or if you have anything going on in your abdominals, you're going to skip the breath work. You'll just do the bridge flow. Uddiyana, take a huge breath up into your chest. Exhale, blow your air out. Hold your breath out. Keep your arms up, tuck your chin, and roll your spine down while you're holding your breath out. As you soften, keep belly soft so you can feel it get drawn up into the vacuum in the lung space. And then when your hips come down, relax your arms down. Take a normal breath. I'll cue 2 more with flow. Inhale. Exhale, press your feet down. Press hips to sky. Knees reaching forward. Arms reach up overhead. Huge breath up into the upper lungs. Spreading out your shoulders, even the upper shoulders are behind your back. Blow it out, hold it out. Hold your breath out, tuck your chin, keep your arms up, and roll your spine down while you hold breath out. Once your hips touch, hands down, relax for a normal breath. One more time, take a breath. Exhale, press your feet down, press hip bones straight up to the ceiling. Straight up, so you don't feel pressure going towards head. It's going towards the knees. Reach the arms up. Huge breath in. Complete exhale. Hold it out, keep hands up, tuck your chin and roll down. Flare your ribs so there's room for everything to move up into rib cage. And then Supta Baddha Konasana or any resting pose, hands on belly. Notice what your breath feels like now. Forearm plank. Find your way to all fours. Come down onto your elbows. Option palms up, elbows under shoulders, then hands forward in front of elbows. And if you're doing palms up, you might want to put your block between your wrists because the hands will try to come in towards each other and the elbows will try to move away. And I want you to keep everything as you lined it up, parallel lines. Any shoulder tweakiness, please don't use the block, just clasp your hands in front of you. Press the earth away with your elbows, with your wrists, your whole form. To lift out of shoulders, keep the gaze down or even relax your head down. Any expression of plank. Maybe the knees walk back 1 inch and you tuck your tail, and that's your plank. Shoulders over wrists. Shoulders over elbows. If you want to walk back into a full plank, drop your hips in line with your head and your heels. Breathe the back bottom ribs out so you're not collapsing in low back. Exhale, scoop the front and side ribs in. Press the earth away. 3 more breaths in your variation. Nice hot ujjayi breath. And sit back on your heels. If sitting doesn't work for you, then stand up because we'll be heading there next. Clasp your hands behind your back. Bring your palms together. I know that might put your wrists in an uncomfortable extension, but then when you straighten your arms, your wrists will be straight instead of in this intense flexion, which sometimes with our phones we're in all day. If any of that hurts, find a strap or a towel or something you can hold, keep your wrist straight, and pull on it so your shoulder blades melt into the upper back. All right, relax your arms. Let's come to standing at the top of your mat. And I will offer some options to go upside down, like down dog on the wall between standing sequences. So if you want to arrange your mat so the short end is facing the wall, or have a chair or the short end facing your couch, you can do that. There'll be options to not go upside down too. So if that did not sound interesting at all, notice if it sounded exciting, set yourself up. If you got a huge no way, then set yourself up. But if you just went, skip it. All right, hands to heart center, half sun salutes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your heart. Full sun's A or continue the half suns. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Here comes the choice. Exhale, chaturanga or forward fold. Chaturanga, of course, can also be modified. Inhale, upward dog or rise to stand. Exhale, samastitihi or downward dog. Down dogs, take a breath, maybe turbo dog your arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Down dog, straighten your arms and come forward. Inhale, half lift, everybody. Exhale, fold. Inhale, everybody rise. Exhale, samastitihi. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Options. Exhale, chaturanga or fold. Inhale, rise or upward facing. Exhale, samastitihi or downward facing. Down dogs, option turbo dog, and take a full breath in. Inhale, arms. Exhale, fold. Down dog, straighten your arms and come forward. Everyone, inhale, hearts forward, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samastitihi. One more full sun or two halves. Inhale, arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga or fold. Inhale, rise to stand or lift your heart up dog. Exhale, samastitihi or downward facing dog. Down dog's option to turbo and take a breath. Inhale, arms. Exhale, fold. Down dog, straighten your arms and come forward. Inhale, hearts forward. Exhale, fold. Relax neck. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samastitihi. Find your block. Foam block. If you have a wood or cork block, hold an imaginary block because the other blocks are too heavy. Hold it the wide way between your palms with your fingers outstretched so you just have a relaxed hand, not a grip. Right between the hands this time. Breathe the back ribs out, lengthen back of the spine. Exhale, shoulders down as you raise the block. And then make sure you keep breathing the back ribs out. Eventually, you'll hit the sticking point for your arms and your spine will try to help. I don't want you to go into your back. Breathe the back ribs out, straight spine. Exhale, soften shoulders. Maybe there'll be more room to move, but there doesn't have to be. You're going to work with your authentic range of motion. And then send breath into the sticky edges. Start to soften them. Arms straight if it feels safe. Starting to turn the points of your elbows forward if that feels safe. Yes. And then feel for the ensuing softness between neck and shoulders. You might be able to see, I don't know if you can see that. If my elbows are out, my traps rise. If I wrap my shoulder, my traps drop. All right, take hold of the edges of your block and start to pull it apart. Pull, 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 pull. If you rip your block, I'll send you a brand new set. Pull, pull, pull. Shoulders down, back ribs out. No clenching jaws. Teeth can't help. And relax. Full sun or half sun. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga or fold. Inhale, upward dog or half lift, forward folds. Exhale, downward dog, fold. We'll meet in runner's lunge, right foot forward. So forward fold, step your left foot back. You can use your blocks. Down dog, step right foot forward. Setting up for twisting warrior variation. Move left hand to the edge of your mat. Inhale, right hand to thigh or to sky as you spiral. If low back is healthy, pelvis Sacrum stable. Then keep lifting the left thigh up to keep your hips square. And feel for the twist in the rib cage itself. And a lot of us, maybe most of us, have unstable SI or hardware. It's fine if you want your left hip to drop, if that feels okay to your back. Warrior two, hand down, spin your back heel down, come up into warrior two. Bird's wing, relax your arms. Left hip back in line with left heel. So you can have a sense of your shoulders floating off your hips. No torque in the hips. Palms up, elbows against your ribs. Take a breath into your upper back. Exhale, hands out, squeeze shoulder blades in. Hug the upper arm bones into your armpits. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Extended warrior variation. Relax your arms. Right forearm to thigh, left arm crossing ear. Or you can work your right hand down to block ankle or earth. And feel for lengthening the tail towards the back heel, breathing the back of the spine out through the front fingers. Deep lunge. Hands come down to the inside of right foot, spin onto the back toes, maybe heel to right foot aside a bit for a wider stance. And I'll leave it up to you if you want to work with back legs straight, if that feels like a sweet hip flexor stretch today. Or lower the back knee down and let your hips be heavy. Not a long hold, but you do have 3 luscious breaths. So get relatively comfortable. So you can bring your full attention onto your feeling breath. Find your way back to downward facing dog. If you're not down dogging today, step forward into a fold. Forward folds, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Runner's lunge, left foot forward. Twisting warrior variation, right hand to the edge of your mat, left hand to thigh or sacrum if you like feeling your hips squared, or sky. In fact, those of you working 4 squared hips, you can give yourself an assist. Bring left hand to your right hip and pick your hip up. Then hold it there as you breathe your spine forward, your chest towards front knee, and exhale, spiral the chest open without lifting hip. Warrior two, hand down, back heel down, rise. Kite hawk. Arms spread like wings, fingers like feathers. Energized, light. Soften the elbows down. Inhale, start to rotate thumbs up and back, peeling shoulder blades together down your back. Exhale, rotate your hands in the other direction so your elbows rise and maybe your shoulder blades start to crawl up over your shoulders. Go back and forth like that a few times on your breath. And if you have rotator cuff issue, the movement will be much smaller, maybe just at the hands, but the breath can still be huge. And relax your arms. Extended warrior variation, left forearm to thigh, right arm crossing ear. Get a sense of lengthening sacrum towards back heel and extending the spine out from that. Deep lunge variations, hands to the inside of left foot, spin onto the back toes. And if mirroring the pose you did on with the right foot forward is an option for you, do that. But here again, most of us right to left are such different bodies that honor that with a different pose if necessary. And we strive for balance, but balance doesn't have to mean symmetry, unless you already are symmetric. Then keep working on that. All right, find your way back to downward dog. Option, downward dog on wall or chair. Walk your hands back so they're only about 2 feet in front of your feet. Bring your feet up the wall no higher than your hips. And work hips over shoulders. If you're not going upside down, set your knees down for table extension, right arm forward, left arm back, or just work one leg at a time, both hands on the earth, and I'll tell you when to change sides. Down dogs, if you got a couple more breaths, breathe into back ribs. Table extensions, change sides, other leg back. Turbo dog, the arms just a little bit, Cynthia. If you don't feel like you're going to fall on your head. Otherwise, lock your elbows out. Now, so you can keep that wrap of shoulders as you straighten your arms, Cynthia. Everyone downward facing dog. What's up, Chessa?
I wasn't sure how to use the chair.
Oh, you set up in like a short, awkward down dog. You might want to put your chair against the wall. Feet just go on the chair on the edge. But if you push back, you might knock your chair over. So make sure you push straight down to lift your hips up into your down dog. Yeah. And then relax your neck. If it's scary, you're doing it right. But it should be kind of exhilarating. It feels like you're going to flip over as your hips get higher, but it's pretty hard to flip.
That was fun. Thanks.
Awesome. It is not oncoming for arms to turn to spaghetti, though, so be mindful. All right, let's meet in standing pose. Warrior 2, right foot forward. Eagle arms right on top of left. Hug you variation, especially if your shoulders are tender from our shoulder work. Totally good pose. Exhale, unwind your arms, hands to hips, straighten your right leg, turn the toes in. Hands squeeze waist. Inhale, squeeze your elbows back. Exhale, fold. Keep squeezing elbows back as you tuck your chin in to look for navel. So head and shoulders moving opposite directions, chin down, heart open. One more breath there. Squeezy squeeze. And then your choice, either relax hands to floor or inhale, lift your heart so you can interlace hands. And then exhale, fold. If you're working hands on floor, I would still ease the shoulders back. Use this as a shoulder opener. All right, hands touch your pelvis to lower to the ground. Lunge, walk your hands towards right foot, back knee down. Inhale, arms up, or keep hands on front thigh. And I'll let you decide. You can stay fairly high in your lunge, work on the length in your spine. and you still get deep hip work. Or you can sink it down. Lower down onto your belly. Half boat. Lie on your belly with your arms alongside your body. Fingers and toes spread open on the earth. Inhale into low back ribs. Exhale, curl pubic bone into mat and lift your chest up. Inhale, widen collarbones. Keep the chin in, neck lengthening from your spine but not lifting. Exhale, ease shoulder blades back. Inhale, let the shoulder blades droop down a bit without lowering all the way so the upper back widens. Exhale, shoulder blades together. Press pubic bone down. One more like that. Inhale, broaden upper back. Exhale, squeeze shoulders. Reach tail towards heels. Press your legs back. Lower down. Take a moment to rest or down dog. We'll meet in warrior two, left foot forward. Eagle arms, left on top of right. Or hug you. Unwind your arms. Hands to hips, straighten your left leg. Turn the toes in. Your choice, either interlace hands behind back, maybe with the other thumb on top, or do the squeeze your waist, shoulders back position again. Exhale, fold. Of course, you can also choose exhale, stay upright, and breathe into shoulders. To release the bind, I recommend hands touch sacrum and then run down your legs. Option to catch your big toes in a yoga toe lock or put your hands behind your calf. Inhale, look forward, throat open if it feels right to your neck. And then exhale, fold. Either relax neck or close the throat. Lunge to the left foot. Release your toes. Walk your hands to left foot, back knee down. Inhale, arms to sky or hands on thigh. Downward facing dog. And set your elbows down for dolphin or back up to your wall or chair for dolphin on wall or chair. So we'll all set up the same way. If you're using wall or chair, sit in front of it so you can measure. I want your elbows to replace where your feet were. That's generally the measurement. So make a mental pencil mark. Then everyone come down onto your elbows, whether you're measuring or not. Some of you are keeping feet on floor. That's great. Wrap hands around upper arms and clasp your hands in front of you. Press down into the earth with elbows, wrists, relax your neck, and come into your dolphin. Those of you set up near wall, it's going to be your short, awkward dolphin, and that's okay. Your feet, exactly like down dog. They will go no higher than hips onto wall or chair. Please remember, I'm not there to catch you, but I'll keep an eye on you. If you feel very far away, then set up a little closer. Eventually, hips end up right over shoulders in that somersault place. But they don't have to today. Nice, Tressa. Let's see if you can relax neck and squeeze, draw shoulders. Let's say push down into the earth. Push down to the earth. I think that'll help your shoulders. All right. Come back into down dog. or embryo pose for a few moments if you need to let the shoulders go. Keep the active breath running through your back of heart. And step or hop feet to front of mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Samastitihi. Tree or standing pigeon. Right knee to chest. Option, tree with toes on ground or foot anywhere on the left leg. Or from right knee to chest, flex your foot, catch your ankle, and start to turn the knee out and bring the foot up. One more breath. Exhale, come down the way you came in. Right away, press right foot into the ground, left knee up. Some of you will start toes on the earth to grow into your tree. Some of you will bring knee to chest, flex foot, and bring foot closer to face. Any arm variation. Sometimes putting hands on belly, heart is grounding. And come out the way you came in. One more. We'll start with knee to chest. If you're keeping toes on earth, then you'll extend your foot forward, gaze at your big toe, and breathe your spine long, and you'll find it's still a balance pose. Some of you knee to chest will reach down for foot, tuck your tail, and maybe start to extend there, gaze at big toe. Option to bring face to knee. So your choice. If you're gazing at big toe with toes on floor, use your abs. Shoulders back. Good. Come out the way you came in. And press right foot into the floor. Left knee towards chest. You can choose toes to earth, pull belly in, gaze at big toe, shoulders back. Gaze at big toe, but keep your chin in. You don't have to reach your neck out. Your toe is not going anywhere. Or gaze at big toe. Especially if you're extended, feel that contraction of sitting bones to belly button. Dense core. Rewind the way you came in. Half sun or full sun. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga or fold. Half lift again. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog, fold. Utkatasana. Jump your feet between your hands. Inhale, everyone sit back in your chair. Any expression of chair, maybe your feet together, you're reaching forward and sitting way back, maybe towards your actual chair. Or maybe your feet are together, your palms are together, you're looking up, anywhere in between. Bakasana or Bakasana prep. Hands to the earth. Come onto tippy toes. Try to touch knees into your armpits. Reach your tail feathers back. Breathe your chest forward. Scoop your abdominals up. Some of you are working on arm balance. And find your way to your seat. Take a final vinyasa if you like, or you can sit down through your squat. Parivrtta Janusirsasana. Left leg straight. Right knee open either in a half straddle. So we'll be side bending. Right foot does not have to touch left leg. And in fact, for some of your bodies, bring your right heel to butt in a hurdler's lunge, knees wide, feels right. It might tip you to the left, and that's fine because we're heading that way anyway. Let's start with right hand behind back. Keep the right shoulder open, left hand to the ground in front of left leg or right on the left leg. And then relax the left shoulder unless you're intentionally locking your elbows so you don't flop into the pose. Right hand to heart. Inhale, lift your chest, breathe your whole rib cage and your chest out from your hips. Exhale, ease the right shoulder open as you soften left side body down. Some of you will extend right arm over ear. Some of you will reach hand past face for pinky blade of foot and start to roll open. And then left hand catches the big toe side of foot. Or you can reach left hand to right knee as you're learning. All right, lift up enough that you can turn your whole belly to the left thigh. Here, you might want to adjust your legs. Half straddles might bring the left foot in much closer, or right foot closer to left thigh. Hurdlers can choose either knee in, stay where you are, or open into splits. Inhale, lift up a little. Belly button continues to spin to left thigh. And then exhale, soften in. Reach back through your tail. Inhale, glance your eyeballs forward. Pull your belly in to come up. And straighten your right leg out. Left foot half straddle for side bend, or hurdler's lunge, Parivrtta Janusirsasana. Left hand behind back. Inhale, right arm up. Get some length in right side body, if that's okay, and shoulder. Exhale, lie your body to the inside of right thigh. Ease your left shoulder back. Gaze any direction that feels easy for your neck. And bring left hand to your chest. Feel your heartbeat. Reach back through your tail. Inhale, extend the rib cage and chest up into your hand. Exhale, feel for softness in right side body. Left side rolls open. Option to stay there or extend left arm over ear, or extend hand past face to catch pinky blade of foot and start to spiral. Parivrtta Janusirsasana translates to revolved head to knee. Some understand that as back of head to knee. All right, lift up enough you can turn your belly towards your right leg. Adjust the left leg any way you want for the final forward fold over the right leg, which might look much like your opening forward fold over the right leg. But it'll feel very different. You've never been in this moment before. Inhale, glance just the eyes toward your toes. Pull your belly in and come up to your seat. And find your way towards relaxation. If your body wants any last forward folds, neutral shapes, including happy babies or twists, take a moment to explore with breath. If you head onto your back and your body feels ready to be still, well, Shavasana can be your neutral shape. If there is any goal in our asana practice, it is Shavasana. And of course, feel free to set up your Shavasana with your legs up your wall or chair if you want to continue your inverted energy. And as always, if you want more than just a couple minutes to rest, you can turn off your Zoom so I don't disturb you. I'll check in a couple minutes. You may choose to continue to rest where you are. And even if my voice started to move your body, notice that. Let my voice go. You rest. You deepen your breath and find those conscious movements at your hands and feet. Any stretches or yawns. Then invite you back into feeling your physical body. Rolling on the ground it's on. Moving towards the outside lights and sounds as you slowly sit up. Palms together. Thumbs against sternum, lift your heart. Bow to your own heart, feel it beat. We bow to each other. Namaste.